NWA Mountain State, the flagship of the National Wrestling Alliance, bringing you great wrestling action sanctioned by the NWA.
Oh my God! All-American knockout!
Judge's decision.
You see Ron Sexton looking on Scotty.
Measures him. Shooting star press.
Parker, look out!
He's got to measure. Oh, super kick again.
Ricky Shane misses there. Dozer catches him.
Tune in each week to see the greatest stars in independent wrestling along with your hosts, Stephen Hensley and Jacques Moliere. NWA Mountain State is paid in part by Lewis Automotive in Beckley and LewisAutomotive.com, giving you the best deals on Suzuki, Nissan, and pre-owned cars. Kramer's Security and Investigations, now hiring in all of southern West Virginia at kramersecurity.net. Mark A. Hunt and Associates, practicing law since 1994 and online at markahunt.com. The West Virginia Tobacco Quit Line. Get help to quit smoking now at westvirginiaquitline.com.
How you doing, West Virginia? Come on, let me hear you, baby! This is NWA Mountain State Wrestling, Jack! So give it up one time for NWA Mountain State. Come on, let me hear you now! October 2011. I will be stepping in this very ring against the NWA World Heavyweight Champion, Scrap Iron Adam Pearce. Adam Pearce, last time you and I squared off in this ring, we went 45 minutes of pure T epic classic. A lot has happened since we faced off. You've lost the championship. But I was there in the Ohio State Fair when you took on 3 of the NWA's finest, and you came out once again the NWA World Heavyweight Champion. Mad respect. Mad respect. But now, people, now, October 2011, I'm going to win the NWA World Heavyweight Championship for each and every one of you here in West Virginia. Just like you didn't give up winning your World Championship, Strozilla here, the People's Champ, never gives up. Just like the people here in West Virginia. Let me hear you make some noise out there. So mark it down, October 2011. It will be Pearce and Stro one more time for the NWA World Heavyweight Championship. And I promise you, I will walk out your NWA World Heavyweight Champion, baby, from West Virginia. Ooh la la! Thank you.
Diablo Jr., you want to come out to War, West Virginia and challenge Chief Tommy Hawk? Well, I say by all means, bring it with everything that you've got, because I'm not going to be holding back once you get through those ropes.
Tommy Hawk, today you're going to find out why I'm the best in the world today. Yar!
This match is scheduled for one fall with a 10-minute time limit. First, in this corner right here, once again, introducing, he is Diablo Jr. second, his opponent in this corner right here, introducing Chief Tommy Hawk.
Thank you.
Refereeing this match, referee Ryan.
Jacques Bollier handling the introductions and joining us back here at ringside for our very first match of the evening at the Fall Festival in War, West Virginia, with the wily luchador Diablo Jr. facing off up against Big Chief Tommy Hawk.
It's just a little bit more difficult out here for
Definitely.
these wrestlers.
It's going
more
to prove,
challenging.
Absolutely, you said it. It's going to prove just exactly how talented the wrestlers of NWA Mountain State are. They may not all be superstars, but they're wrestlers.
I would argue the difficulty in place due to the moisture on our ring canvas. I would argue the difficulty is questionable depending on who the wrestler is. That's more of a hindrance to some than others. If you're Diablo Jr., yeah, that's going to be a heck of a hindrance. But if you're a guy like Buddy Love coming out, that might work for your advantage. It's going to keep the quicker guys a little more grounded than usual.
Very good point. Very good point. The astute rock star outlaw dropping science on us all here. We got a great evening coming up here. As we stated earlier, the NWA Mountain State television title is on the line.
It's got him stuck and locked in with a scissors.
The Stro defending against the Canadian Lion, Lance Erickson, who has absolutely been on a tear. The past 2 weeks of television have been almost hard to watch because he's just unloaded on anybody in his way. Great rope break by Chief Tommy Hawk from Cherokee, North Carolina.
Well, Lance Erickson definitely hungry for success. He thinks the NWA Mountain State Wrestling because he wants to make a statement. He believes he belongs at the top of the pecking order, and he's going to get a chance to prove it today against the Maestro of Wrestling.
Big shoulder now by Chief Tommy Hawk on the luchador. As Ryan watches, make sure everything's clean. We got a dance coming in. Oh, and he misses. Schoolboy roll up here, Jacques.
Is it over? Yes, no.
2 count now, and both men back up. And Diablo wrenching in that wrist lock and tearing at those ligaments.
Diablo Jr. really taking it to Tommy Hawk today. And you can see, like I was saying earlier, Diablo Jr., he isn't flying quite as quick as he normally does. He's not bouncing all over that ring. He's using a much more grounded series of tactics, and it's a tip to take down Tommy Hawk this morning.
And Diablo still pressing that advantage on that left arm right here. And I want to point out, War, West Virginia in McDowell County. The Fall Festival happens every year. Ladies and gentlemen, as Chief Tommy Hawk executes a scoop slam, we don't have the opportunity to be down here every year, but we would love to come back next year. As Tommy Hawk gets a 2 count off that scoop slam. But the reason I'm talking about War is I want to talk about Cucumber and Company, who produce not only some of the best commercials that you find around here on television, but NWA Mountain State Television would be nothing without Cucumber and Company, and we thank you guys. And of course, the reason as Diablo drops a drop kick,
it's beautiful.
The reason that it's called Cucumber and Company is because Dwayne Muncie's straight from Cucumber, and we thank you guys for your support.
Well, Dean Bibb, when you're done with your political butt kissing for the day, maybe we can actually get back to the action in the ring. Are you through with your filibuster now? Can we still respect the competitors out in the ring?
Sure, go ahead and call it, Stephen Hensley.
Well, I talked about showing respect for the competitors in the ring, but being that I like to be the man, I guess I'll just call the holds. I'll at least show some respect for the business.
Standing a low altitude drop kick to the back. Chief Tommy Hawk kicking out slowly after that one. The arm, the neck, and the back are really taking a work over as Diablo cinches in the rear chin lock. And now he's going in. He's going to stretch the pecs.
Kind of a modified Dragon Sleeper going on there.
Very good hold. Very effective.
The Chief might actually tap out on this one.
Could happen.
A little premature, Jock.
Looks like he's trying to come back. Looks like he's going to try to reverse it, maybe. Yes!
Larger man uses that size, that strength to his advantage.
Great stunner to break the hold. And now we're going to have the Chief back in the luchador into the corner. Oh, and a big loud chop by Chief Tommy Hawk on Diablo Jr. Sets him up, gives the war cry. And a big splash.
Diablo Jr. falling out of the corner.
It's over.
Where is Tommy Hawk a chief of it?
5 minutes has elapsed. 5 minutes remain.
Chief Tommy Hawk billing out of Cherokee, North Carolina, down on the reservation. probably the one closest to us. Diablo shoots him across from corner to corner, sizes him up, gets his bearings. Oh, the Chief catches him with another schoolboy. 2, almost 3.
Very basic move, but that can still win you a match. Diablo really needs to be on top of his game. I know he's losing a lot of his primary attributes in the ring, the quickness, the agility, the high flying. But he was very successful early on with the mat wrestling. He really needs to find an opening here to get Tommy Hawk back down on the mat and subdue the larger adversary, or he's going to go down very quickly in this one.
Yeah, Chief Tommy Hawk may still be in the junior heavyweight division, but he's a lot bigger than Diablo. Oh, no, and now he's using the boot to choke him out.
I'm very surprised that Tommy Hawk actually qualifies as a junior heavyweight. He does look very big to be in this division, much larger than your average junior heavyweight, and you can see the toe of that with his ability to fully utilize his size and his strength advantage in this match against Diablo. Not a lot of high flying from Tommy Hawk.
I tell you, this has definitely been a grounded matchup. Diablo Jr. likes to fly. He likes to hit some flying lariats. Diablo's hit some clotheslines. He's fighting back now to the blows to the head of Chief Tommy Hawk. Boot to the midsection. He's going to shoot him across towards us. Off the ropes and a back elbow. Now he's got to capitalize. He's still reeling a little bit from the buffeting that he's received, Steven.
Diablo Jr. picking him back up, getting to reverse face, and a standing sunset flip. Nothing fancy about that, but very effective nonetheless.
That's right.
And Diablo Jr. out of nowhere with a big victory this morning.
And a great win with, as you said, standing sunset flip right there. Your winner right there, Diablo Jr., the wily luchador.
And the winner of the match, Diablo Jr.
And Chupacabra Incorporated, the ugliest man in the history of wrestling, forced to don a mask for the safety of our audience, walks away with a victory this morning. It's all lost.
I can't believe you get away with saying such things, Stephen Hensley.
I get away with a lot because I'm that good and that important.
Coming up next, we're going to see if Mr. Electricity, Billy Litt, can get away with a victory over Jimmy Nemeth. Coming up right after this on NWA Mounted States Wrestling.
Steve Wolf, Dan Murdoch, the Hollywood Outlaws, wrestling's greatest tag team.
October 1st, downtown Beckley, Hollywood Outlaws will be there at Chili Fest.
And for whoever we face, end scene, fade to black, lights off.
And will be your worst nightmare.
Hitting! West Virginia, October 8th, coming out. Stir the maestro of wrestling, ooh la la. It's gonna be into his house, spraying fire all over ya. NWA World Heavyweight Champion Adam Pearce will be there, and the finest of NWA Mountain State will be there. Check it out, people. Bring your babies, grandmas, grandpas, your whole generation. Coming down October 8th in West Virginia. Ooh la la.
Saturday, October the 15th, Summersville, West Virginia, NWA Mountain State. We're coming back to town. My man Johnny Blast, Strozilla, B-Light, Pretty Ricky, Diablo Jr., the best in the world today. Yar!
Straightforward pricing at Lewis Suzuki in Beckley. That means our best price on a great selection of new Suzukis. Increase your savings with 0% APR and the guaranteed highest value for your trade-in. Brand new 2011 Suzuki Kisashis have just arrived. Get yours today for only $15,763. That includes Smart Pass, keyless entry, and much more. Only at Lewis Suzuki, where the sale never ends. Call 1-800-TO-BECKLEY.
Have you been injured by the antibiotic Levaquin? If you have either had a rupture or tear of the Achilles tendon, then you may be eligible for compensation. Call the law firm of Mark A. Hunt and Associates today, 1-800-554-1280.
Attention wrestling fans, it's Jessica Schuler here. Send us videos of you talking about your favorite NWA Mountain State wrestler or wrestlers. If we like it, we may use it in our show. And be sure to visit NWAMountainState.com for the latest NWA news.
Hello everyone. It is me, Gerald.
And Chip here.
To discuss our next stop. As a matter of fact, Chip, why don't you start things off?
Really?
Yes.
Awesome. Well, this time we hung out with a member of the National Wrestling Alliance, NWA Mountain State. It is the best promotion in West Virginia. In fact, it is known as the flagship of the NWA.
That is what they claim, and why not? They have a great mixture of talent, with young stars like the All-American Nightmare Dan Murdoch, and the silver screen superstar, Steve Off. The tradition of NWA is in good hands. And then there are veterans like the Maestro, Johnny Blast, and Diablo Jr.
The best today. Yar.
I take it you are a Diablo Jr. fan?
Yeah man. I even got his t-shirt. It is awesome.
Well then. Commissioner, do you have anything to add?
Check us out on the web at mountainstatewrestling.com.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Indeed. Thank you, Commissioner Light. Well, off to the next stop. See you then.
Yep. See you next time.
Boys and girls, making his way to the ring, introducing Billy is scheduled for one fall with a 10-minute time limit. First, in this corner right here, introducing Jimmy Nemeth. Second, his opponent, in this corner right here, introducing, he is Mr. Electricity, Billy Lane. Referee this match, referee Ryan.
Billy Litt definitely getting the crowd pumped up here in War, West Virginia today.
Well, that and a quarter by today's standards won't even get you a cup of coffee, Dean.
Referee Ryan checking out both men and calling for the bell. This one's underway.
Electricity's definitely got his work cut out for him today, Dean. I don't know if you've got a chance to take a look at Jimmy Nemeth. Yeah, he's a newcomer to Mountain State Wrestling, but this guy is rough, rugged, and athletically gifted.
He's a big fella.
Wait till you see the agility come into play.
Speaking of agility, Billy Litt taking the early advantage off of the lockup directly now to a side takeover to the headlock. So this is Sunday, September the 25th. We've got a pin attempt. Great attempt now by the newcomer Nemeth. I'd like to wish my sister Kathy Kamish in Charleston, West Virginia a very happy birthday.
Oh, ain't that sweet?
Well, I try. I beat her up too much as a kid, so I got to make up for it now, right?
Dean, if you could ever stop giving shout-outs and focus on a wrestling match, that would just be a joy to us all.
Nice reversal now by Jimmy Nemeth to the top wrist lock.
Oh, you remember the name of the holds now?
I do.
Huh. All right.
Nice reversal back to the side headlock. Billy Litt cinching it in.
Did you really cut me off again, Dean?
No, you weren't speaking.
I believe I'd start to speak. Thank you very much.
Coming up next, we got the East Coast's largest athlete, Buddy Love, taking on Boris Dragoff.
Did you just call Buddy Love an athlete?
Anyways, getting back to this match here right now. Looks like Billy Litt in the center of the ring. Jimmy Nemeth struggling right now. Here we go. He makes the reverse.
Very well played by Jimmy Nemeth. Here's Billy Litt using gravity as his tag team partner in this matchup and reversing himself.
Billy Litt really going to work on the arm of Nemeth.
And very nice use of momentum on that behalf. What's he calling for? Is he calling for that world famous monkey flip? Monkey flip! And Nemeth takes a powder there.
The man who looks like a lumberjack, and that's okay, realizes what a trouble situation he's in. He didn't take a powder, he took a moment to regroup.
Definitely necessary because Billy Litt brings 110% at 220 volts 24/7 when he's in the ring.
Well, if there's anyone that can unplug Mystery Electricity, I'll put my $5 down on Jimmy.
He will have to ground the high flyer. We talked about it in the last match. Water being a factor. Well, the ring's drying out a little bit now. These guys can go off the hook.
Wrist lock applied by Billy Litt. Backing the bigger man into the ropes, but Nemeth, just as quick as he got forcing those ropes, reversed it.
And we got the spinning head scissors coming off the side suplex. Billy Litt now, Irish whip, takes him across. We got another reversal.
Springboards off the ropes, flying back elbow by Billy Litt.
That's the high flying we were talking to. Almost shock.
Not enough.
Jimmy Nemeth need to come outside because he knows he was seconds, not even seconds, centimeters from losing this match.
Jimmy realizing fully well that he needs to halt the momentum of Billy Litt. Going outside the ring, that'll halt it for a moment. That'll give him a chance to get back in there, regroup, and find an opening. Billy Litt on top of things this morning, but that can change in the bat of an eye.
The crowd definitely behind Mr. Electricity at this time. And Nemeth just wanting back in the ring now. Oh, and
bat of an eye.
He suckered him in. There was the bat of the eye you were talking about. Divorce Court, Shades of the Midnight Express, and a cover. Beautiful Bobby Eaton would have loved that one.
If you're going still from the best.
That's it. And he's going to continue to work it.
And look at the way he's pulling on that arm, like tearing the wings off an insect.
And you know, that's a good comparison for a high flyer like Billy Litt. You take the wings off and he has to work on the ground.
Jimmy doing a great job of holding on to that arm, subduing the hand as well.
And also keeping Billy Litt almost shoulders to the mat.
Billy Litt finds himself in enough pain. We can see a submission.
Great arm drag and a great reversal right back to where he was.
That wasn't a reversal, that was a continuance. He never let go of that arm for a second.
Very smart move by Jimmy Nemeth, showing that he's learned from experience, and he's got severe skills in the ring. Oh, Billy Litt firing into the midsection.
5 minutes as he
Billy Litt trying to pull ahead of steam, but Jimmy Nemeth, a student of the game, right on top of things.
Pulling ahead of hair.
Hey, if it works, it works. You can't argue with the result.
Well, your hero Bobby Heenan said, win if you can, lose if you must, but always.
Always cheat.
Yes, and using the rope there.
Another hero of mine,
Ed O'Neill once said, it's only cheating if you get caught.
Are you talking Al Bundy here? Forearms in the corner by Jimmy Nemeth on Billy Litt. Shoots him across Billy Litt with the reversal into the corner. See calling for that monkey flip again. Oh, and he paid the price for telegraphing that one.
Big boot sandwich for your troubles, Mr. Electricity. Not looking too electrifying for the moment, is he?
Light bulb went out for a second here. Billy does not know when to quit. I've said it for years and years as Nemeth sets up for a vertical suplex.
He's got him up. And he brings him down.
Beautiful, and a cover. 1,
It's over.
2.
Yes. Billy Litt kicks out.
Go ahead, Jacques.
For a second there, I thought Billy Litt was done, but Jimmy Nemeth could not complete his mission.
But he's right back to the arm, Jacques Moliere, bending it in ways that nature did not intend it.
You know, for a second you may have thought this one was over, but one thing you didn't count on that I know is Billy Litt is too stupid to do what's good for him. If he was smart, he would have taken the dive there. He would have let Nemeth walk out of here with what he's going to get anyway, the big win. You see, Billy Litt, he gets all fired up out there, but every time he starts to build momentum, you can call it cheating, you can call it a shortcut, but what I call it is effective Jimmy Nemeth erasing every attempt by Billy Litt we've seen in the last couple minutes.
Side Russian leg sweep, and now Jimmy Nemeth going to the top. Billy's at his feet. Oh, and there's some padding there, but people, you're still falling onto metal.
And right now, Jimmy Nemeth singing with the Vienna Choir Boys.
He got an attitude check on that one, and Billy getting pumped up. He's going to send him across the ring from the very top.
Rocket launcher time.
And the crowd is loving it here at the Fall Festival of War. Clothesline. Slip of the foot, but another clothesline.
And Mr. Electricity, lightning just struck 3 times in a row there with those vicious clotheslines.
2.5 coming off the triple dose of clotheslines from Billy Litt.
Jimmy Nemeth still very much in this one, though.
Billy's going to the top, Jacques.
He's going to the top. He's going to the tippity top rope.
Billy Litt looking to pull out all the stops right now. Flies out with a crossbody block.
1, 2, and Jacques. Oh, almost. Almost. I was going to let Jacques call it, buddy.
He kicked out firmly at 2. There was no almost about that.
8 minutes.
He barely came out of that with a 2.5.
1 second is an eternity in professional wrestling.
Whoa, straight to the steel. Jimmy Nemeth moved out of the way again.
And a fantastic battering ram shot by Billy Litt connected with the ring post. And look at Nemeth. Look at him.
Submission hold applied.
Grapevine with the legs. Pulling back. He might snap it in half. Billy Litt's only a few inches from that rope spot. Must feel like a lifetime and 1,000 miles.
And Jimmy Nemeth came out of nowhere, straight to the top on that one, and Billy Litt gets the rope. That was his salve. That saves him a submission.
Referee's counting.
That's 5. He went to the 5 count on that one.
4 3/4, Dean. 4 3/4.
Holy cow! He milked that for every inch he could get.
And Nemeth having words with the ref.
He ducks it.
That gave Billy Litt the opening.
Litomic bomb, ladies and gentlemen. 3. That's it. Billy Litt with the Litomic bomb dispatches Jimmy.
I believe that's what they call a game changer, Dean.
Absolutely.
The winner of the match, Mr. Electricity, Billy Litt.
A hard-fought match, Stephen Hensley. It honestly could have went to either man.
I really thought it was going to go to Nemeth, but boy, howdy, out of nowhere, Billy Litt found one opening. He made full use of it. And he capitalized, and he walks away with the W this morning. But you can bet your bottom dollar, Dean Bibb. Bet it right now. Jimmy Nemeth, his best days are ahead of him, and he will still make a tremendous impact here in Mountain State Wrestling before all is said and done.
Absolutely. I personally am very impressed by Jimmy Nemeth and his display today. The big Russian from Vladivostok, a member of the Army of Darkness, Boris Dragoff, taking on Buddy Love, and now Buddy Love's pushing the button. Mike Draven on the outside being harassed by a series of residents here in War.
That's right, the little Muppets of the Mountain State don't know who the appropriate person to respect is. They don't realize a guy like Mike Draven is a lot like a guy like the Outlaw Rockstar. Someone they should respect. You know, one of the little girls in the front row told me I was a jerk earlier.
I didn't know your sister was here.
Oh, I have a sister, Dean. I said a little kid in the front row.
Oh, my mistake. Boris Dragoff, another man who just has absolutely rained carnage through NWA Mountain State since he's arrived. And he's going to have his hands full with Buddy Love. Buddy Love, a big man. Big men don't necessarily move as fast as the smaller guys, but Buddy Love, still a master tactician in the ring.
I didn't know that Pudding could learn more than 2 wrestling holds.
What? Holy cow! How can you get to your car safely each night? The things you say on this microphone as Boris Dragoff is trying to decide whether or not he's going to continue.
Boris wants a microphone. I suggest you give him one.
Test.
Let me tell you, you stop this USA or Boris Dragoff leaves. I didn't come out here to listen USA.
Boris Dragoff is on the fans' case saying he didn't come here to hear this. He came here to do business, taking Buddy Love out of action.
Well, Boris Dragoff, he's a serious athlete. He came out here for an athletic contest, not a bunch of fans trying to show him disrespect, spitting on his heritage.
Collar and elbow tie up, and the big Russian is taking it to Buddy Love on the offset here.
Well, Dragoff, he's a tough customer. He's not going to be deterred by these fans at ringside. He's just going to do in there and do what he does best, and that's hurt people.
Oh, but he can't move Buddy Love from the center of the ring. Buddy Love brushing it off.
You can't move Buddy Love with a forklift.
That's the biggest East Coast athlete on this country right here.
Oh! And Buddy Love ran right through him like he was nothing. Scoop slam by the All-American Buddy Love. And we got a cover.
Come on, Boris, kick it. Did you call Buddy Love an athlete again?
He is the East Coast's largest athlete, Stephen Hensley, as he cinches in the wrist lock. Buddy Love working over the arm here of Boris Dragoff. Coming up, we've got main event action. We've got the NWA Mountain State Wrestling Television Championship on the line as the Maestro takes on Lance Erickson. Dragoff now working over Buddy Love's left arm. And Buddy breaking through the hold, reversing and sending him to the mat with it. Oh! And you can say whatever you want to about Buddy Love, but that can snap an arm very easily, regardless of who's doing it. And you put Buddy Love on it.
Well, Lumps of Love doing a good job for a moment. Pudding can absorb a lot of punishment.
Man, when he watches this play back, I'm afraid you're going to be Pudding.
He won't be able to hear over the sound of himself chewing.
Boris Dragoff back to his base, working his way around. Oh, big forearm, breaking the hold. Another big forearm by the big Russian. Big boots now being applied.
Boris Dragoff really taking it to Lumps of Love, isn't he?
Another scoop slam delivered by Lumps of... What are you doing to me? Man, I almost caught him what you been saying. Oh! Oh!
Whoa! If Buddy Love has an effective move in his arsenal, it's that one right there.
Jock, there's a cover.
Is it over? Oh, no. Boris Dragoff.
I heard his ribs cracking over here.
Now, you saw that. He had the leg on the ropes. Well, Buddy just reached across the body and hooked the leg.
It was smart by Boris to do that. Oh, no, not again. All that weight.
Mike Draven now getting in Buddy Love's face.
That move should be banned. It's unethical to use a move like that.
This is professional wrestling. Mike Draven got Buddy Love off of his man, so it was effective. Forearm to the top of the head now. Oh, and Dragoff fights back. Sends Buddy Love to the top turnbuckle. Big boots.
Dragoff thankfully turning this one around. Snapmare takeover.
This has not been a technical wrestling match. There have been technical holds, but this is turning just into a slugfest, and now
5 minutes has elapsed. 5 minutes remain.
Well, if Buddy Love's hungry, and I'm sure that he is, Boris Dragoff will be happy to give him a knuckle sandwich anytime.
Put a quarter in the pun jar there. You're over your limit. Now Dragoff taunting the crowd. Where's your USA chant now? Oh! Big boot to the middle of the back, and Buddy Love. That had to have been to the spine or something. Buddy Love was rolling after that one.
Boris Dragoff really taking it to the East Coast Lodges.
Can you say that with a straight face or what?
No, I can't.
Boot. Right to the face.
Buddy Love in a world of hurt right now, courtesy of the Army of Darkness, and one, Boris Dragoff. Big forearm.
Boy, if there's an army that the United States military should look at recruiting, it's the Army of Darkness. I don't care if he's a Soviet. That guy's a one-man army by himself.
Oh, big shoulder tackle, finally getting Buddy Love off his feet once again.
He's the reason that we train guys like the Green Berets. Because guys like Boris Dragoff, coming from an area like Russia, that's a soldier you don't want to come up across.
And Spetsnaz, very effective. Oh, forearms, Buddy Love firing back on the big Russian. They're trading it right there on the ropes, trading right hands. Buddy Love he's got the upper hand. He shoots Dragoff off. Shoulder, elbow.
Big back elbow.
Over.
There's no way to overstate that because that elbow has to weigh about 50 pounds by itself. It's like a ham hock on a shoulder.
Buddy Love, a veteran of many wars, and Boris Dragoff is really testing him tonight. But right now it's Love in full control, shooting him across the ring, and here comes a splash. The Russian staggering.
That's hurting me to watch.
Dragoff is
7 minutes has elapsed. 3 minutes remaining.
Yuck,
3 minutes remaining.
Yuck. I take it back. Stand on his ribs. Give him a giant splash from 7,000 feet. But that move, Buddy Love's posterior in your face. That is unethical and immoral. It should be outlawed and banned across the board.
Mike Draven distracting the referee and Buddy Love. Oh, what's Boris Dragoff doing? Boris Dragoff has the chain.
Oh, and there's that knuckle sandwich I was talking about with a side of steel.
I don't believe it. Boris Dragoff with the chain.
Boris Dragoff with the win.
The winner of the match, Boris Dragoff, the Army of Darkness.
And Mike Draven definitely very pleased with his man Boris Dragoff and the way that they won the match. And I say they because they were both in on it. It wasn't legal, but yes, Stephen Hensley, it is a win.
Wait, whoa, I'm sorry, it wasn't legal. Who walked away with the win this morning? Win if you can, lose if you must. In the words of the immortal Bobby Heenan, always cheat. Argue with his legacy and argue with Boris Dragoff and Mike Draven. Keeping it real, doing what they have to do, walking away with a W.
Steve Wolf, Dan Murdoch, the Hollywood Outlaws, wrestling's greatest tag team.
October 1st, downtown Beckley, Hollywood Outlaws will be there at Chili Fest.
And for whoever we face, NC, fade to black, lights off.
And will be your worst nightmare.
Hidden! West Virginia, October 8th, coming out. Stir the Maestro of Wrestling. Ooh la la. It's going to be into his house, bringing fire all over ya. NWA World Heavyweight Champion Adam Pearce will be there, and the finest of NWA Mountain State will be there. Check it out, people. Bring your babies, grandmas, grandpas, your whole generation. Coming down October 8th in West Virginia. Ooh la la.
for pricing at Lewis Automotive. That means the absolute lowest price on the best selection of pre-owned vehicles. Save big with prices starting at $69.95 and 2.9% financing on all pre-owned in stock. Plus, we'll buy your car whether you buy from us or not. Come see us and you'll see why we've been selling cars in Southern West Virginia for over 80 years. Only at Lewis Automotive, where the sale never ends. Call 1-800-TO-BECKLEY.
Kramer Security and Investigations, an industry leader, is currently hiring for the position of security officer throughout Southern West Virginia. At Kramer, quality begins and ends with our security officers. We are proud to offer a variety of shifts, competitive wages, professional training, and a great opportunity. For information, please call 304-256-0300. That's 256-0300, or apply in person at our Market Street Beckley or Walker Street Princeton locations. Kramer Security and Investigations, securing your future today. An equal opportunity employer.
Making his way to the ring, he is the Canadian Lion, Lance Erickson. Making his way to the ring, introducing, here's the NWA Mountain State Wrestling TV Champion. He is the Maestro of Wrestling. This match is scheduled for one fall with TV time remaining, and it is for the NWA Mountain State Wrestling TV Champion. And it is the main event for this hour. First, in this corner right here, introducing, he is the Canadian Lion, Lance Erickson. Second, introducing the NWA Mountain State Wrestling TV Champion, introducing the Maestro of Wrestling. Refereeing this match, referee Ryan.
Whoa, Lance Erickson taking the belt right away from the referee, inspecting it.
Big time main event this morning. NWA Mountain State Wrestling television title on the line. And if there's a guy in the business right now that has a head of steam headed into this one, it's Lance Erickson.
Does he ever? Not only did he last week use that suitcase with that open contract to clock Matt Connard, but he also cleared the ring. He's just focused. He's focused. He's intense. You can say what you want about him, but he is so intense.
Well, Lance Erickson, very athletic, very polished, and very intelligent. He has positioned himself firmly in the upper echelon of wrestling here in Mountain State Wrestling. He's got himself a shot at the heavyweight title down the road whenever he's ready for that. And this morning, he's looking up to pick up a little bit more steam. He's looking to take away the television title from a man who's going to have a world title shot against Scrap Iron Adam Pierce.
Next month, Chili Night, Beckley, West Virginia. The Scrap Daddy coming in, putting the title on the line against the Maestro. And, you know, so many great things. So many people have asked me over the past week, who is coming from the WWE? People, I can't tell you. I cannot tell you.
Well, I'll tell you this much, Dean. The answer to that question is somebody who's going to have his work cut out for him if he wants to make a name for himself here in NWA Mountain State Wrestling, the flagship of the National Wrestling Alliance.
You know it, as Lance Erickson now getting up a little bit on the Maestro. This is going to be one bombastic matchup. These men, years and years of experience between the two of them, all over the world here as the Maestro cinches in the side headlock here.
Maestro bringing the Canadian Lion down to one knee. You can bet your bottom dollar that one's not going to last too long.
So much excitement, more than can fit in a single hour. Coming up next week, we're going to have the Mountain State Wrestling Tag Team title belts on the being contested. Bad Karma. Whoa! Maestro with a big shoulder tackle. We're going to have Bad Karma defending against the Hollywood Outlaws. We're going to have a Maestro taking on Ricky Shane, and the heavyweight champion Johnny Blast defending against Boris Dragoff. Another big exciting hour next weekend on NWA Mountain State as Lance Erickson looking very focused and the Maestro limbering himself up. Well, time limit remaining.
I'm going to stop you right here and now. You said next week Maestro Ricky Shane TV title. Don't count your eggs before they're freaking hatched. Right now the Maestro is in there, and to call Lance Erickson a contender for the TV title is an understatement. I would call him a favorite. Next week we could very well see him defending that TV title against Ricky Shane.
Oh, Stroh blocking and firing off a right hand of his own. And Erickson saying it's a closed fist there. Now Erickson's on a tear, but the Maestro, television champion, heavyweight champion, numerous occasions, contender for the NWA World Heavyweight Championship.
But he's in there against a vicious predator right now. They don't call him the Canadian Lion because he goes in like a kitten and out like a lamb.
Test of strength now between both men, mid-ring. And just a little reminder that Lance Erickson has an open contract on the heavyweight championship. Whoa! Erickson decided he'd had enough. Took the headlock.
A firm kick to the Maestro. That put a halt to the momentum that the Stroh was trying to build in this one. But Stroh sending Erickson off the ropes. Catches him with a hip toss.
Maestro setting him up. Scoop slam. Taking him down. And prowling into the corner. And we got a great arm drag here. And Maestro cinching in the armbar. And Lance Erickson is saying it's a pull of the tights.
Well, he's the veteran. I would argue that he's probably right. He knows a little bit more than you do, Dean.
Among the crowd here at the Fall Festival, we also see some of the local wrestling talent that have graced the rings all across this state and across the nation. We say hello to you also. And welcome you to NWA Mountain State's taping at the Fall Festival here in War, West Virginia, as the Stroh working his advantage and making that left arm do things it's not supposed to. Erickson, very smart. He realized the shoulder was down when the count came, and he got that shoulder up.
Stroh doing a fantastic job, though, of controlling the arm of Lance Erickson. Erickson looking for a way out. He's got a handful of hair. Nothing wrong with that, unless you get caught by the ref.
I'm sure someone who might be looking for some answers and or some payback as Stroh sets in would be one Matt Connard after last week, where he ate a sizable portion of that briefcase carrying that contract just so Lance Erickson could make a statement.
Well, I guarantee you're right about that. Matt Connard definitely has beef with both men. But the task at hand right now, the Maestro trying to subdue Lance Erickson, trying to take away that arm of the Canadian Lion. The Canadian Lion, very strong, very powerful, and like I said, a very intelligent and skilled veteran of the squared circle. The Maestro does not want to give him an inch in this one.
Erickson knew exactly where he was and got out of the hold through the ropes. And now working his way back up. Oh, another side arm drag now by the television champion.
And the Maestro once again grounding Lance Erickson. The referee asking Erickson if he's going to quit.
Oh, the body can only take so much abuse.
Erickson definitely not going to give up.
Referee's right in perfect position to see a submission hold called.
Not for lack of trying on the part of the Maestro as he continues to punish Lance Erickson, continuing to work on that specific arm.
Well, Lance Erickson is a powerful man. A lot of power moves. And if you take away that arm, you're taking away his ability to execute them. Erickson up to his base now.
Well, you're not entirely taking away his ability to execute those moves. Lance Erickson, very intelligent. I've said that time and time again in this contest. I feel like I should put it on a soundbite and loop it for you. You take away one of his arms, though, he's got about 2,000 or 3,000 moves he can perform with that other arm, and he's got a bevy of holds he can perform with those legs.
But he has to get the numbness out of it, the feeling and performance back into it before he can do it.
Looks like he's doing a pretty good job, doesn't it?
Irish whip across the ropes and a back elbow on the television champion. The Canadian Lion going for a cover. 2 count. And we have Ricky Shane now.
I think that was a slow count. Lance Erickson's right about that one. You saw the signal questioning the count of the referee.
Another man looking for some payback. Ricky Shane. Hinton
what
last week.
Is it of his to be out here?
It's all about getting in the opponent's head.
Captain Jealousy on the outside of the ring, Ricky Shane. Boy, there's a disgusting human being if ever I met one.
And we've got a rope choke now. Look at that. He's got the count of 5 and he's going to take it.
Of course he's going to take it. You want to do as much damage as you can to your opponent. You're not out there to treat him with kid gloves. This is professional wrestling.
Lance now getting a little bit distracted by Ricky Shane at this point. His concentration is not entirely on the champion, and that's when bad things happen. When you get distracted.
Ricky Shane, creepy little son of a gun. I can't fault Lance Erickson for taking notice of his presence at ringside. You know Ricky Shane's out to do something dishonest.
Big chop! There's a handprint left on Lance Erickson's chest. And now getting a nice stretch out. That neck is going to take some abuse.
And Stroh continuing to work on the arm of Lance Erickson. Falls back. But Lance Erickson holding on. I thought we were going to see a pinfall attempt there. Stroh rolls him on over there, but Lance Erickson first one up, levels him with a stiff forearm shot.
And looking Ricky Shane in the eye as he did it too. Great reversal. Great fundamental basics of wrestling. And now Erickson not content to press the advantage on the mat. Throwing a fist.
If Ricky Shane wants to hop aboard the pain train, all he needs to do is wait in line. Lance Erickson will finish with the Stroh and move on to him later.
Uppercut by the Stroh, and now a chop, multiple chops given by the television champion.
Kielbasa time. Somebody get some applesauce to go with those chops.
Big hard chops by the television champion. And forearms now being traded by both men at their base, trading forearms. Ricky Shane can't believe it. And the crowd here in War is really witnessing a battle.
Lance Erickson, though, answering right back against the Maestro of Wrestling, and Stroh laying flat on the mat right now.
Erickson carrying such a head of steam from the past couple of weeks as he chokes out the champion. He's choking the champion out.
So much for the support of the fans. Firmly behind the Maestro, and you see where that gets you. The little Muppets of the Mountain State matter for naught, Dean Bibb.
The fans are what make this federation great.
The fans in this place right now are what keeps McDonald's in business.
A great gourd buster.
Fantastic move by Lance Erickson. Goes for a lateral press, and Stroh luckily in position to grab a hold of that bottom rope, or this one could have been over.
Excellent move by the Canadian Lion. The only thing that saved a title change was proximity to the ropes.
Lance Erickson upset, justifiably so, but he needs to stay focused right now.
And he focuses a fist in on the cheekbone of the television champion. Bringing him back out to the center and a forearm now. And a chop! These guys are going to trade blows in the center of the ring.
Knife edge by Stroh. Thumb to the eye by Lance Erickson, though.
Cheap cutoff, but it was effective. He's going to Irish whip. Champion reverses. Sends challenger over.
Whoa! Ricky Shane tripped Lance Erickson.
Send him straight into a DDT.
Ricky Shane tripped the Canadian Lion.
Can Maestro snap it alive?
No, freaking no. His foot's on the rope. Yes. Break it up.
10 minutes into this match. 10 minutes into this match.
Jacques Mohier, your thoughts?
Man, my thoughts in this match is how much can these gentlemen endure? And here comes the Stro. He's coming back. He's got him. Is he going to tap out?
He's got the crossface in.
No, come on, Lance. Come on. The ropes aren't that far away, brother. Come on.
Ricky Shane is in the face of the challenger. The challenger, all the heat's on the challenger. He has to break the hold.
Lance working his way back. His feet are inches away from that rope. All he has to do is pull it up. And yes. Break the hold. Break it right now.
Maestro taking his time with the break also. You got to count of 5. These guys are milking it for everything that they've got. Erickson now stepping out of the ring for a moment after that.
Ricky Shane taking a much too personal interest in and he's going to get caught by Lance Erickson. Lance Erickson trading blows with Ricky Shane. I question why the referees allowed Shane to stay out here. Why isn't this a DQ? This is favoritism, plain and simple.
Ricky Shane absolutely got himself thrust into a situation, but he was out here.
Ricky Shane had no place in this one. Why is this going to a count? Why isn't there a disqualification?
Because it's a count out.
This should belong to the Canadian Lion. I question the veracity of the referee's decision.
Ricky Shane dishing it out.
What a little creep.
So the winner of the match is going to be the Maestro via countout. Lance Erickson decided to take care of business on the outside of the ring
and
more than on the inside.
That is a tainted victory, Dean Bibb.
But a victory nonetheless, in your words, Stephen Hensley.
Meanwhile, Ricky Shane and Lance Erickson going at it right here in this very center right here. Some up close and personal action right here. A poke in the eye by Lance Erickson. This don't look good. Oh! A head right in the back with that suitcase. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, still remaining the NWA Mountain State Wrestling TV champion. He is the Stro, the Maestro of Wrestling.
NWA Mountain State is paid in part by Lewis Automotive in Beckley and LewisAutomotive.com, giving you the best deals on Suzuki, Nissan, and pre-owned cars. Kramer Security and Investigations, now hiring in all of southern West Virginia at kramersecurity.net. Mark A. Hunt and Associates, practicing law since 1994 and online at markahunt.com. The West Virginia Tobacco Quit Line. Get help to quit smoking now at westvirginiaquitline.com.
Cameraman, get a good shot of it. 10 pounds of leather and gold, synonymous with greatness. This is NWA Mountain State Wrestling on Fox 59.
NWA Mountain State is paid in part by Lewis Automotive in Beckley and LewisAutomotive.com, giving you the best deals on Suzuki, Nissan, and pre-owned cars. Kramer Security and Investigations, now hiring in all of southern West Virginia at kramersecurity.net. Mark A. Hunt and Associates, practicing law since 1994 and online at markahunt.com. The West Virginia Tobacco Quit Line. Get help to quit smoking now at westvirginiaquitline.com. NWA Mountain State